Early in my life, it was just like ingrained in me that if you're gonna do something, you might as well do it the right way. And in our case, it was like, if you're gonna do something, you might as well do it better than anybody else. For me, it's not about like comparing myself to anybody else. Each job is a challenge, and I want to rise to that challenge and make this the best that it could possibly be. I started working with my dad and with my older brothers when I was 13. Hated it, thought I'm never gonna do this. Growing up, it was about skateboarding and it was about being with my friends. If I had to go to my part-time job, I would do that, but then it was just get on a skateboard and just hang out. It was definitely not a welcome or accepted thing, at least in the city where I grew up. Everybody thought if there's skateboarders here, they're gonna like start things on fire, probably drinking and doing drugs. Like, I don't know what people thought, but I knew who we were, and I knew that this was just a fun, creative outlet for us. The group of people that I hung out with were very accepting of who I was. So it was easy for me to be a skater, to be into punk rock, and also to just be like a kid that didn't smoke or do drugs. Because of the way that outsiders viewed us, if you were a skateboarder, it wasn't just like, oh, I skate occasionally. It was like, I'm a skater. It was like a huge part of your identity. Working for my dad and with my brothers at such a young age, like literally 13 years old, that became a huge part of my identity too, that like there's such a legacy and heritage of this in my family. Once I actually started learning and accomplishing real tasks and not just like sweeping, I realized that I was really good at this and that I really enjoyed it. My grandfather started doing hardwood floors, quickly built a reputation as the guy who would do things the right way. There was always talk of like the kind of man that my grandfather was. We took it very seriously that like we were representing him. He built this thing that we are now carrying on. That was ingrained in me early on and deeply. There's a process for everything that we do. Everything is intentional. We're not making up anything as we go. For decades, we were the elite floor company. Like, I loved that. I think that my dad just always saw that, I really did have a passion. And I remember him just telling me that like, you're really good at this. My dad ended up retiring. My brothers ended up kind of going and doing other things. In 2018, it was just my business. We moved to Utah and just started from scratch. It's tough physically and it's tough mentally. Physically, I tell people all the time that the human body was not made to work on the floor. It just wasn't. If I come in and there's a way that I can accomplish this task and it will take 2 hours, or there's the right way to accomplish this task and it will take 6 hours, I'm just gonna do the way that takes 6 hours, unfortunately, because that's the way my brain works. I have to do it the right way. But I love that whole process. It ties me to those who have gone before me, whether it was my grandfather, my dad, my brothers. I love it. And because I don't know how to do anything else. The things that I obsess over, the things that I will lay in bed at night and think about and like, how am I going to do this thing, or how, whatever it is, it's not about whether someone else notices. I know. At the end of the day, it's just a floor. You just walk on it. But the heritage and the legacy that we do have in my family of doing hardwood floors, I want to do this the best way that I can. I want to continue this legacy that has been so graciously handed to me. I want to make those who have gone before me, I want to make them proud. And I want to make my family proud. I want to make my wife proud. I want to make my kids proud of who I am and the way that I carry myself and the way that I interact with other people. I hope in some small way my kids will want to be like me in the same way that I wanted to be like those who have gone before me. I think that I have always wanted to be exactly who I was, regardless of whether it was accepted or not, with the heritage and the legacy that we do have in my family of doing hardwood floors. I wanted to do that authentically as well. I'm 44 years old and like I still love punk rock and I still can do a kickflip, which I'm really proud of. So